Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Kas with Side Hustle. Back at it with another video for you today. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing actually my very first sourcing thrift shop day. I have been to thrift shops before in the past just to go look around just for my personal self, but I've never actually sourced any products from a thrift store, so it's gonna be a little interesting to try and figure out what's gonna work and if there's enough profit on the table for items or not. I have not been to a thrift shop in some time, so I don't really know what to expect, but I know that I'm looking for mostly small items and stuff that's going to be easy to store and easy to ship. Just going to see how it goes and see what I can find. I'm at a local store called Savers. I don't really know how many of them are around. I think they're pretty large, but I don't know about nationwide, but it's local to my area. All right, let's go take a look. So this store has a ton of stuff, and I find a section that has some old VHSs and it's primarily Disney. I pick them up to take a look at them because I wanted to see if there are any of the black diamond versions of the Disney VHSs. For some reason those sell a lot better than obviously just the regular, the normal classic ones. And I wanted to stick to the bigger name movies like Lion King and Aladdin and Cinderella, but unfortunately none of them were the Black Diamond version, so I just left those alone. Found the book aisle and I wanted to go through some of the few that popped out, and I found the for dummies guides for the different things. I found Photoshop and LinkedIn, and I figured that those would be some decent sellers, but a price of $3.49 wasn't quite a lot of room, if at all, for any profit. And I did look them up on eBay and Amazon, and while they were going for practically the same price that they were selling in the store on eBay, Amazon had obviously a much more room for profit, but because I haven't actually started sending in things to Amazon yet, I decided that one or two books just wasn't worth it just yet to pick those up, so I decided to put them back. Around the end cap of the books were the video games, and it was primarily Xbox 360 and Nintendo Wii, and a price point of $4.99. Unfortunately, there just wasn't enough room for any profit to sell on eBay. Now this place had a huge amount of shoes. There was shoes upon shoes upon shoes. Literally the whole side of the store was wall-to-wall shoes. And while that's nice to have a big huge selection of the shoes, a lot of them just were not in very good condition. They had a lot of issues. They were pretty worn out, and as you can see here, a price point of $22.99, that was just a little much. I'm surprised that they were actually selling it at that price point in that condition, just because they were Nikes. Here's some Aldo shoes, and those are $15.99. A little bit better condition than the Nikes, but still not really any room to work with. Then we have some Bostonian shoes, which are good brand, also $15.99, but brand new, they're about $80 to $90, and $15.99 for pretty worn out dress shoes were just not going to work. Then I just decided to start picking up a few random shoes to see what the price points were going to be on those, and they all seem to be right around the same amount. As you can see, I found some Nikes here that were a little bit better condition, but those were also $22.99, so at most I could probably sell them for $30, $35, I think. I mean, if you happen to find the right buyer, about $40 maybe, but at that price point, it's just no room at all for any profit. These ones did stand out to me because I obviously noticed the brand Coach, and they actually look a little bit better in the video, but in person they were pretty beat up and pretty trashed. And at $16, even though a higher end name brand like Coach, $16 is again just not going to leave a lot of profit. And the Coach brand itself has also kind of come down in the secondhand market, so there's really not a lot of room to work with there. These Guess shoes are pretty nice, but again, such a high price point is just not going to work. This little fisherman's nook candle holder stood out, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen anything like this before. That's pretty neat. So I was about to pick it up, and I thinking maybe I could sell it for $25, $27, something like that, plus shipping. And I was like, you know what, let me look it up on eBay, see if there's even anything like it, because I haven't seen this before. And sure enough, I found the exact same one for $5.99, and then plus shipping. So obviously that just wasn't gonna work. Well, that was a huge bust. It's crazy because I had expected it to be a little bit more thrift shop prices, but it was like as if the stuff was new, just slightly less. It's pretty crazy. They wanted a lot of money for not so much value, I think. I literally feel like I could do some retail arbitrage at like Ross or Marshalls or TJ Maxx a lot better than actually the Savers. This was bad. Like I got some footage of some items that I was looking up, and they wanted like $20, $19 for some really beat up Nikes, and it just wasn't all that great. But luckily there is a 24-hour fitness right here. I haven't been in the gym in about a week or so, so it's not gonna be a complete waste of time. I'm gonna go jump in there and do a quick workout, and not sure if I'm gonna hit another thrift store today or not, but maybe I'll see. But that was unfortunately just a big waste of time. It was a nice store, nicely put, everything was great, but it just wasn't the best place to go shopping. All right, well, I'm gonna head off to the gym. All right, just got a quick workout in, and had to cut it just a little bit short. I got a message from a guy on Facebook Marketplace that he wants to come and take a look at the stuff that I have. So hopefully I can sell a little bit of things and condense a little bit more of the office. The Savers, I know, was not a success. It was actually a complete fail, but no big deal. You know, that's what happens in these kinds of things. I'll try out another store and check something out probably tomorrow or the next day. And like I said, I've had a little bit of success with some retail arbitrage through Ross and TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So it was not like my primary source of finding things, but you know, there is a couple dollars to be made over there if you find some decent items. So I'll hit those up as well next week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, all that good stuff. I'd appreciate it. It'd help out the channel a bunch. Thanks so much for watching. Catch me in the next one.